What are some useful features of everyday items that most people don't know about? Not sure if this is common knowledge, but if you right click on a YouTube video twice, it will open a second menu where there is an option to loop the video, useful for when listening to music. You've saved me a trip to a website that loops videos. Windows key plus D minimizes all the windows and shows your desktop. Good for when the boss is walking by, but of course looks suspicious as hell. They need an option that closes all the windows except the TPS report you're working on. Screenshot your TPS report and set as your desktop wallpaper. When drinking from a paper/plastic cup outside when it's windy, put some coins in an empty cup and put the cup with your drink in it. The weight of the coins help to stop it falling over. What am I, a millionaire? If you see a post online somewhere that strongly offends you, you can easily close your browser window, go outside, and spend some time with your family. Edit. Ha, one of you angry duckers gilded me. Thanks. D. Dollar bill is pretty close to 6 inches long, 6.14 to be exact. If you ever need a quick reference for measurement, I've done this more than a few times. Edit. Yep, I got it. Dong jokes. It also weighs about a gram. Suit pockets are real, but are most likely stitched up to preserve jacket shape during display and transport. You can unpick them and use them as usual, but anything heavier than a credit card will distort the suit faster and you'll look average. Edit. As people keep pointing out, you should cut the threads that hold the vents together on the back. The vents are there so you can move around and sit comfortably, and also to help regulate body temperature. Leaving them done up lets you do none of those things and look silly. You can use scissors to cut food, waffles, steak, cheese, biscuits etc. Also a pizza cutter works great for waffles and pancakes. I cut food up for my young kids so I use scissors in the kitchen all the time. I use scissors to cut pizza, so I'm happy to hear that now I'll have a use for my pizza cutter. Your bed isn't just a comfy place to sleep. If, around 1 PM every day, you pull the covers up over your head, it also becomes a great place to hide from all life's problems. You can use a big block of ice as a disposable and untraceable murder weapon. This was on an episode of Walker Texas Ranger in the early 2000s. A man-wife murder duo used knives made of ice, transported in refrigerated briefcases. Scared the shit out of a younger me. Chrome extensions. I am constantly amazed by how many people have got no idea that they are even a thing. If your PC doesn't have a Wi-Fi receiver, most cell phones can be connected via USB to a PC and used to connect to Wi-Fi. Edit. Just to be clear, I have a Galaxy S5 on AT&T and all you need to do is connect the phone to the PC via a USB and enable USB tethering. It is important your phone is connected to Wi-Fi and data is turned off in case you lose Wi-Fi. I know this works with Windows 7 and up. The car rear view mirror has a prism that you can turn with the flipper to dull the reflection of high beams. I thought this was common knowledge that everyone learned when they learned to drive a car. Well, 2 years into my relationship with my considerably older ex, he was driving and angrily complained about the ducker behind us with his high beams on. The guy was tailgating and wouldn't go around. My ex then grabbed the mirror and manually tilted it up, like you would if you were adjusting it. I gave him a weird look and wordlessly titled it back to the original position, then flipped the tab. He was ducking floored and played with it for a straight 5 minutes. If you have an unused grain storage pyramid, you can also mummify your dead and store them and your valuables there. If you highlight a portion of text on Reddit before hitting reply, it'll quote just that portion in your post. A little notch on the metal end of tape measures fits onto the heads of screws or nails so you can drive one in and make measurements by yourself. The Hitachi magic wand can also be used as a back massager. That's just so unnatural. White vinegar. If you add it to your laundry, it takes out every bad smell you can possibly have on your clothes. Edit PT. 2. To answer common questions, you can use as much as you'd like, but anywhere from the same amount as the detergents to a cup will do the trick for average size loads. Add it and where you put the detergent, if there is such a place. If not, add it when the washer is filling up with water / when you add detergent. The vinegar smell will not linger. It'll wash away with all the other gross smells. Cool to see how useful white vinegar is. Also, my top comment is now about smelly things. Nice. Use nail clippers to cut through zip ties and other plastic bindings on new toy packages, because sometimes scissors just won't, cut it. You can pay people money with Facebook. I have no idea how to do it. If you want to get paid by someone, you can message them something like $5. That $5 will be clickable by them and it'll just ask them to put in their card info, and it's as easy as that. To accept it, you need your info as well, but you only need to do that once ever, either to send or receive. Edit. There is also a security countermeasure implemented. You can set a password to be required every time you pay money. Nothing is required to accept the money, however. It automatically sets up the transfer. Dino Run. If internet is disconnected and you search for something in Google Chrome, a T-Rex appears. Tap on it a couple of times, move your phone a bit, not needed for computer, and a wonderful game is ready. You can use pipe cleaners for more than arts and crafts. You can actually use them to clean tobacco pipes. Edit. Yes, I mean tobacco pipes, you crazy kids and your devil's lettuce. Shampoo is good for breaking down coagulated semen in the shower. Put on airplane mode when playing games on your phone and ads won't play. Sorry I missed your emergency call. I was playing Flappy Bird. In the US, a highway with an even number goes east-west. A highway with an odd number goes north-south. A 3-digit highway number is a spur if it starts with an odd number. A spur doesn't reconnect to the main highway. If it starts with an even number, it's a loop around or through a city that will eventually reconnect with the main highway. Highway numbers increase from west to east, odd numbers, and from south to north, even numbers. A highway number divisible by 5 is a major highway designed for cross-country travel. I know with the ubiquity of GPS, these facts aren't too relevant, but I thought it was cool that there's a logic to it. Autistic me likes highways. My wife just loves taking long car rides with me. Plastic grocery bags fit like a condom over 5-gallon buckets. Spillage is greatly minimized. Perfect for when you have to move a bucket of something in your car but have no lid. Also works well if you have a 5-gallon bucket of semen and don't want to impregnate anyone. You can put NSFW. Yes, after a Reddit search, and only NSFW posts will show up as results. Chrome has so many shortcuts you barely need a mouse. Ctrl+T opens a new tab. Ctrl+Shift+T opens a previously closed tab. You can hit it multiple times to open multiple closed tabs. Ctrl+W closes your current tab. Ctrl+N opens a new window. Ctrl+Shift+N opens a new incognito window. Ctrl+Tab switches you to the tab on the right of the current active one, and loops around. Ctrl+Shift+Tab switches to the tab on the left of the current active tab. Ctrl+Number switches to that numbered tab, counting from the left. Ctrl+R refreshes the page. Ctrl+F5 force refreshes the page. This disables caching, which can help with pages that might have changed but aren't updating. Alt+D selects the address bar so you can quickly go to a new URL. Best comment of the day. I bought some sound blocking headphones from the gun section of a sports store for my preschool class. There were kids in my class who didn't like loud noises and would be very emotional in class. The headphones worked like a miracle. The best example I have of how they helped was the first time I put it on one of my students, who is known to be very loud in class. Her eyes widened and she whispered, "Everything's quiet," with a look of pure surprise and relief. She whispered everything she said the rest of the day. She could finally hear herself talk and realize how loud she was, and she was a lot calmer. The headphones help a lot of kids be quiet, pay attention, and to calm down. Best $50 I ever spent, and is a must for every classroom.